Hey, Appalachian Power is looking for your feedback on upgrades to the transmission system in Montgomery County. WDBJ7's Sophia Borelli joins us live in the studio to tell us how these upgrades will improve electricity and where. Good morning, Sophia.
Good morning. Appalachian Power says the upgrades are needed to help meet the growing power demand. According to officials, the Midway South Christiansburg transmission line rebuild project involves making upgrades to about 4 miles of existing transmission lines and several substations. Now, those include upgrading the Midway, Cambria, Tech Drive, and Hans Meadow substations. Appalachian Power says it'll benefit customers by replacing the old equipment with new technology. Here is where the proposed upgrades are happening. Now, it begins at the Midway substation on North Franklin Street and will go south, ending at the Tech Drive substation near Interstate 81. But they do need your help to minimize impacts to the community in that area. There will be a public meeting tonight to give your feedback. It's happening at the Montgomery Museum of Art and History from 4:30 to 7:30. Officials say there's no formal presentation and you can come and go as you please to talk with officials and look at the maps. Now, there will also be an open house and a virtual one for those who can't make it tonight. Appalachian Power will be collecting your feedback until Friday, June 14th. Construction is expected to start late 2026. You want to make sure to make your voices heard.
Absolutely.
Especially whenever it's concerning this and concerning your area.
Yeah, it's so important, and a new technology, an exciting thing that helps
Exactly.
keep the lights on even
Yes.
better. So definitely let them know your opinions about this project, both in person and virtually.
That's right.
Yeah.
We've got all that information on our website.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Sophia. Looking ahead, you're